My name is Cynthia. It's an English name, of course, because when I came to Australia, no one could pronounce my name. So it was automatically changed to Cynthia from Xanthula or Xanthipi or Cynthia. And I've been going by Cynthia for 61 years. My father left Cyprus to come to Australia for a better life. I was 4.5 at the time. My brother was 2 and my mother was pregnant, 6 months pregnant with my younger sister. And I remember everybody around us when we went to the port where he was going to go on a boat to come over. Everybody was crying and I didn't know why they were crying. So I started crying too, and I went behind my mum's leg skirt there and hid there and I was crying. I didn't know why. I suppose afterwards I realised that my father wasn't home, so that's probably what they were crying about. He was here for 5 years. He got a job, he was bought a house, car, furnished the house, and he brought us over. Now coming over was quite interesting because, you know, we'd never been out of the small village that we lived in Cyprus. And we got on the boat and yeah, it wasn't a very luxurious boat. My mum got very seasick. She was practically spent most of the time in bed. But us kids were fine. It took us 30 days, took us 1 month to get to Australia. Now when the boat was in port and we were up on deck, my mum says to me, I remember, that that's your father down there. He drove to Melbourne to pick us up. And I just couldn't have forgotten what his face looked like. Because after 5 years, you know, I just couldn't remember his face. Even though there was photos around, I still couldn't remember his face. And then he turned to walk and took his first step. I remembered his walk. And then I thought, oh yeah, that's my father, so it's okay. And funny, we got off the boat and my little sister, not realising that there was a lot of cars in the streets and everything, she ran across the street, so he went after her and slapped her on the arm. He says, I've only seen you for a minute, I don't want to lose you. I hadn't seen you before. We all got in the car and he drove us to Sydney. We went to school. The hardest thing was the language. I could understand, but I was too frightened to say the word because I thought, oh, I'm going to say it wrong. The only thing that I was able to do was sewing. Because I used to help my mum do the lefkaritika, which is a handmade lace. We did have needlework classes once a week. I did a top and I finished it in no time. The teacher says to me, you know, what else? I says, can I make a skirt to go with the top? And when I finished, the teacher says to me, put it on and go and show the headmaster. So I knocked on the door, came in, I went in and he says, yes, what do you want? And I says, well, my sewing teacher asked me to come and show you what I've made in needlework. And he says to me, where is it? And I said, I'm wearing it. We came to Australia 61 years ago in 1956. This is different, altogether different to what we were used to. So I was sort of excited.